It is indeed a Blue Dot family, baby, and it's Tuesday, baby. So it's time for another family meeting. I really enjoy these things. I really want y'all to know that. Uh, my rants I do because I'm pissed and all that shit. These family meetings mean a whole different thing to me. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. It's showtime, baby. It's showtime. Was the first one to jump in. We appreciate that. Janda Shedler, so I guess Luke and Lindsay are around there somewhere. Joy Peters, bless your heart, baby. We're glad you're here. Stephanie Dean, which means Jake Clayton ain't too far away, if not in physical, in metaphorical speaking. Anyway, I'm sure Jay's around there somewhere. Martha Oliveira jumped in. Pete Briggs. Randy Curvin is here, baby. Thank you, sir, for coming in. Randy uses his voice just like I use mine. I appreciate him so much. Carol Gillens is in the room along with Adina Michael, George Murray, Karen Van White, Jim Blinn is in here. We appreciate everybody coming in. It's we got stuff to talk about today. But first, I got mail today. One thing, we want to solve the mystery of what this is. I've received two of them from our buddy Thomas Morgan out in Cardiff by the Sea out in California, and I knew they were rope, but this is hemp rope, and we were trying to figure out what this is, and I wrote to him, and he let me know it's a pipe warmer, and my pipe won't quite fit in this one, but I do have an odd looking pipe that seems to fit in there just right. So, Thomas, buddy, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. You solved the mystery for us. Now we know what we're dealing with. Anyway, I got mail today. I got a package from Chris Kloss up in Massachusetts, up in Medford. No. Shit. Cambridge, Massachusetts, where MIT is. I know where it is. And Chris is his daughter, Bear, works at a place called Follow the Honey. And, man, I'm telling you what, he loaded me up. It's good. I had about a half a jar left when this arrived. So good timing, my friend. He sent two beautiful jars of honey. And if you notice, those honeys have different colors, different consistencies. And I assure you, different taste. I've never learned so much about honey and bees, because if it weren't for bees, we wouldn't have anything. We wouldn't have colorful flowers if it weren't for bees. Anyway, he sent 4 big dark chocolate candy bars, which I love dark chocolate, and that's 57% cocoa. That's good chocolate. And
the first thing I noticed when I walked in the house this morning,
a whole lot of honey. I love these things. He sent a bunch of them this time. They're so easy. Marcia baked a cake the other day. When it came out of the oven, I took a slice of it, grabbed about 2 or 3 of these little things, and cut the end of them and just drizzled honey all over that cake. Man, it was great. He also sent Mama body lotion, the Savannah Bee Company body lotion. And she just about squealed when she got this. This is a jar of Savannah Bunny Honeybee. It's royal jelly body butter, and it's Tupelo honey type. And Marcia and her friend Deborah just love that stuff. Anyway, that's not all. One other thing that she sent, that she sent, was natural honeycomb. He has sent this before, and it's delicious. It's just the way the hive, right out of the hive. It's natural 100%. But I did notice something about this package, Chris. This package says Bear's Bees comb honey. Bear's Bees, not Savannah Bees. Bear's Bees. Bear is Chris's daughter, Bear Kloss, and their name is just fantastic. That is, I am sure, out of her honey hive that she has tended, I'm sure. But Chris, thank you very much, buddy. We appreciate it. Can't wait to get hold of that conversation we had. That's looking promising. So anyway, What in the hell's going on now that we got the mail out the way and everything else? I hope everybody's still here. Well, let's get the shit that pisses me off out of the way. Evidently, Peter Navarro, the guy that I was griping about yesterday, seems that he wrote a memo to Donnie in January, a little bit later in January, outlining this possible pandemic coming out of China, and now how it would be wise for the United States to start preparing for such and check the stockpiles and all that shit. Donnie ignored it, as he did the intelligence report, I believe it was in January, that told him the same thing, that the disease coming out of China could possibly be a pandemic and affect our country. Well, that's the Intel committee and community, and Donnie don't trust them unless they praise his ass or something, so he let that fly out the window. And then Peter Navarro evidently wrote another memo in February outlining the dire need to get a coronavirus task force going, that they needed to start putting things in place, that this was going to get bad. This is the month of February when Donnie was out on his trail talking about, the Democratic hoax they're using. First it was the Russian hoax, and then it was the impeachment hoax, and then it was this. Now it's the... Are you shitting me? All the while being briefed at how bad this could get. And that lying stink of shit who stood up there and let the American people just go blindly into this when they could have prepared months ago. 2 months. That asshole wasted. Incompetence kills Americans. The man is incompetent as they come. The only thing he's worried about is his bank account. And evidently, I am sure somebody in the family, the Trump family, the Kushner family, or some family, has got a little stock going on in this hydrochloroquine business. Jared Kushner's, he's in charge of the supply chain. So you can bet your ass there's probably some slimy Kushner company that's going to be automatically assisting in this, or some bullshit. They're here to rape this country. I mean, that's what they're doing. And that's all they're doing. I also want to give, I don't know what I want to give. Yeah, good for you, Mobley, as acting Secretary of the Navy. He resigned today. Good freaking riddance. Get your shit, pack it up. You wouldn't know what a leader was if it bit you on the ass. Now we're going to call up the next, bottom of the... Who's next down here that we can get that this man hasn't tromped on? It's acting this, acting that, acting. So when he gets pissed off, he fires him. He fired the Inspector General of the Health and Human Services because they made reports that the hospitals were running low on equipment. So the best thing to do there is fire his ass. Not try to fix the problem. Not try to get more equipment. More supplies. That's not what we need to fire the guy that spoke. That's the way he does it every damn time. You're either extremely loyal to this disgusting rat, or you can kiss your career goodbye. Donnie up there talking, that's terrible. They fired that captain. It was on your orders, you freaking asshole. Commander-in-Chief. It was on your orders that he got fired, that he was removed from his command, from a crew that respected him highly. And then you sent your little rat buddy, Mobley, in there to downgrade him in front of his own crew. You disgusting bunch of vipers. That's all this administration is. How much longer will our country suffer under a fool? How many more Americans will die because of his folly? As he fires everybody in the government that doesn't kiss his ass. Our country is in danger, baby. An enemy within. We all thought it was, we got a big chunk. Oh, he's hooked up with Putin, baby. He's wrapped up. That's what all this is. I still see it. He would destroy this country in a heartbeat, and it wouldn't make him blink an eye. He's going to get paid, baby. They are going to make a lot of freaking money off of this. They're already saying we need more money. We need more money. Have you got your check yet? No. But the businesses need more money. We already went through the $350 billion. Now we got to get another $250 billion. Larry, come on, let's go. Where's your check? Ain't got it yet? Well, tough shit. Dig your freaking nails into the damn wood and hang on, baby. We'll get to you. Maybe. Maybe this week. Maybe next week. We're working on it. Don't worry. Everything is great. Everything is wonderful. We should get praise from assholes on TV when I came in here. Again. Talking about how Obama left them with a bad test. The test wasn't any good. Are you shitting me, you lying sack of shit? There was no test. There was no test for the coronavirus until the coronavirus happened, asshole. That's the way it works. Don't blame this shit on Obama. South Korea developed the test on the same day we did. They don't have an incompetent government. They don't have a pack of thieves who are worrying, scurrying around, seeing how they can make money off of this. I don't trust a single freaking cabinet member or anybody he put in charge. I don't trust the attorney general. I don't trust Pompeo. I don't trust anybody in our government anymore because they're all shown to be lying sacks of shit. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, calm my timbers. Fauci raises concerns over silent carriers of virus. He is estimating that up to 50% of us could be passing the virus without even knowing it. Numbers much higher than they predicted before. But hey, we need to open this government up. How about it, Velda? Should we open it up to... Oh, she's muted. Velda,
I'm here.
There you go. How are you doing today, Velda?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Me too.
I'm doing just fine and just rosy-dozy.
Rosy-dozy couldn't be any better today. Huh. Well, boy, howdy shit.
No. I just love the fact. Oh, my fact is floating away because I've got so many facts in my head. I'm just fucking pissed off.
I'm telling you, I know it. I know how you feel. You learn so much shit in one day.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's a whole other rant. Are you shitting me? Thank you, Republican Party.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Republican Party. They did that shit on purpose. Let's get everybody else in here.
Supreme Court justices.
Yes, that's what this is about, baby. It's Mitch McConnell's long game, baby. It's about the judges. It's not about now.
Dennis
it's about
has got
later.
better good luck.
Dennis?
Let's hope Dennis has got something nicer.
Dennis, you got something nice to say? Dennis?
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Did he say fuck Trump? That is nicer.
Yes,
That's probably the nicest thing I've heard all day.
That was the most mellow fuck Trump I've ever heard. I love you, Dennis.
Very mellow fuck Trump. Hey, Bernadette.
Yes, sir.
He beat you.
He's trying to steal my tagline. I might have to sue him.
Bernadette, how are you, baby?
I'm doing a lot better.
Me too.
Thank you for allowing me to take a mental health weekend, and it was much appreciated and much needed.
Well, I mean, you're free to do that whenever, Bernadette.
I know that.
but it's funny because, me and Rose did nothing but watch anime and cartoons and stuff this morning, and I didn't even think about all this until I sat down in this chair today. And, it does wonders when, you don't listen to them. It's that simple.
Yes.
It does wonders for the soul.
Yes.
Are things bad? Yes. Should we be informed? Yes.
Yes.
But do we have to listen to him? No. I think Dad's, what is it, a masochist?
I know it.
Yes.
I'm a masochist. I love the pain. What can I say? Diana Mallory just donated $10 through Super Chat and said, Commander in Creep squatting in our house needs to be fired. F. Donnie. I think that means fuck Trump. So saith Diana Mallory. Thank you, darling. Appreciate that very much. Excuse me. Yeah. still here in just a
You
minute.
okay?
I'm fine.
I think he worked himself
I
up
am
a
really
little bit too
fine.
hard today.
Worked in the garden. Me and Tyler went out there and worked a bit in the garden, and then me, Tyler, and Mama quietly without informing Travis.
Again.
Again.
And again.
We played 9 holes of golf. Well, you down there with your girlfriend, and
Yeah, but I mean, we like golf too.
you got to fix that lady in there because we can't call you.
Oh, don't bring that up. That's my own troubles right now. Is
Yeah,
fixing all the Wi-Fi in the house because we were having trouble connecting with people online to play games, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll factory reset it and do all my work and my magic from there. What I didn't realize is my router got an update since then, and it messed some things up to where I can't do certain things like I used to anymore. And somehow all of our she who will not be named, I won't cause her to trigger on all you guys, but that one lady from Amazon that helps you around your house, for some reason they all decided to completely reset, and they have been a punk to completely reset. So that's been my battle the last few days. And your dad is reminding me that I have to fix all that later tonight for sure, because the one way Dad would call me from downstairs is to use that device, so we don't, because I don't get phone signal down there. So
Right.
yeah, fun. What are you reading over there?
Travis.
Yes, sir, Dennis.
Is it the lady from Amazon you're talking about? That bitch Carol Baskin?
You could say that. I mean, this one starts with an A, but I know that Carol Baskin's also a bitch. So
That was
Yeah.
that was a trick question. Clearly, you haven't seen the Tiger King yet.
no,
Oh, no.
no, I
No,
haven't.
no,
Is
Tiger
that
King.
I've heard a lot of people talk shit about that person, but I didn't know why. So no, I have not, but I've heard many great deal of things about this show, and I'm questioning if I should waste my time on it or not. Because I hear
I didn't think I should, but I actually liked it a lot.
Really? Well, okay. Well, that's one person trying to convince me to watch it, so maybe I will.
Plus, you'll get the joke.
Okay. I'll hopefully get the joke. I just did, because here's the thing, Dennis. This is the multiple times you've put me on the spot and you try to call me out on movie trivia. And as a once aspiring filmmaker, I go, oh, I didn't see that movie. What? You haven't seen that movie? Jesus.
That's like it's like the number one thing on Netflix right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I have seen it pop up on Netflix numerous times. I just haven't decided to sit
I
down and
didn't
watch
watch
it.
In Search of the Holy Grail forever until just everybody. You got to see this movie. You got to see
Yeah.
it. It's years old, 20 years old, 30 years old.
That one I
Yeah.
know for sure was going to be good.
It's outstanding.
No, me and Rose earlier were watching that old one, Space Jam.
A shrubbery.
Shrubbery. A shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
Where'd you get them coconuts? Them coconuts is tropical.
From the
Where'd you get them coconuts? I love that shit.
man.
Anyway, I hope y'all are all having a great time. I'm glad y'all are here.
By the way, I'm slowly bringing people into the Discord room because for some reason we are really getting disconnected left and right here. People have been jumping in and out, so I'm like trying to
Okay.
keep a steady conversation going first before I try to bring anybody back in. And also, heads up to everybody, for some reason our Patreon credits are not working. They will be working by next show, I promise. I didn't know they weren't working until I came up here, and Dad didn't hit the button during his last rant, so he didn't tell me that they
No,
weren't
because
working.
you were working on it because there was a mistake.
Well, I told
or
you they were
something.
going to be ready for it
Yeah.
by your show. You just forgot to
Yeah.
hit the button. So to all of our patrons, I apologize. The credits are not working today. I will get them up and running by Dad's rant tomorrow. Just throwing that out
I
there.
tell you what, Travis. I tell you what. If you don't get that stuff working, I'm taking my money back.
There you go.
I wouldn't blame you,
We're going
Bernadette.
to lose stockholders.
Okay.
We're going to lose stockholders.
I can't
here.
blame someone if they were feeling that way right now. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm so kidding.
I know you are.
Did you? I have to ask. Did you get your gift,
Yes, I did.
Travis?
And I am very excited and very nervous. So Tyler's testing it for me first to see if I can handle it, because Tyler knows me
Third.
well. So
I'll say the magic number.
okay,
Thirds.
okay,
Thirds.
thirds.
Okay.
You got it.
Thirds.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
I forgot we didn't bring that up in the beginning of the show, because Dad, you got a package.
Hey,
Another
Bernadette,
pack.
Yes.
I'm testing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thirds until you figure it out.
Too late.
I should have known.
Too late.
I should have known.
That's okay. That's doing just fine.
Yes,
I will say this, like,
Okay. Yes.
they smell excellent.
How do you do? Nice
Oh,
candy.
yeah.
Smell
Very
excellent.
nice candy.
Yeah.
Very nice little candy. All right.
Well, enjoy and
for
on
sure.
with the show.
Yes, on with the
Can
show.
I say that because I had such an extensive mental health weekend, and it was absolutely wonderful. I got a lot of things
I am
done.
so glad to hear
You
that.
would be amazed. And but I kept an eye on things, and now I'm fucking pissed
Why are you pissed? Why would you have reason to
Well,
be mad?
because we
Bernadette.
have one of the most incompetent governments on the fucking planet.
That is so true. That is
This
so true.
clusterfuck, and this asshole. What pisses me off more than everything else is his fucking orange ass getting out there every goddamn day running his
What is that about?
fucking mouth.
That's-
Because he didn't do shit. And people are dying because of him.
Yeah.
And I can't stand this man anymore, so I refuse to watch him spew lies. I know he lies. I don't need to watch that shit anymore.
I was barely looking
And
at
the fact that he's pimping this fucking country out and pillaging and raping this fucking country pisses me the fuck off. And if you guys don't get your asses out there and vote come November 3rd, I will do it all by myself.
Bernadette will come visit your house. Speaking of voting, and as we were talking about just a minute ago, Wisconsin. Wisconsin voted today in the middle of a pandemic because the Republican Party refused to accept mail-in voting after a certain day. It was the 4th, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and then they had until the 7th.
2 days.
2 days.
Just 2 days.
Yeah. And again, remember that the Republicans, if people vote, Republicans lose. So the Republican Party will indeed go all the way to the Supreme Court to get their way, to get it to stop. And that's where the judges come in, we was talking about. That's Mitch McConnell's whole ball game, is judgeship,
John,
baby. Because
when
judges control the law.
When Republicans vote and they win, we
lose.
die.
We lose. We go
We don't
poor.
lose.
We
We
die.
die.
In this situation, you're right. Because look at the response of the Republican governors. I don't think there's too many I can point to right now that did a grand job and jumped on the bandwagon of let's be safe. No, those were Democratic governors, and whose states fared much better. And now, you know, it's this is getting bad. The number of deaths today. Today, I saw a video of them loading bodies up into one of them refrigerated freezing trucks. Are you shitting me? And they're talking about burying them in the park temporarily. We're going to bury them out in the park, and then after all this is over with, we can just dig
Here's
them
the
up.
thing. It's not like I'm trying to ignore that, but I just know it's bad, and I know it's heartbreaking, and every single number is someone's,
That's somebody's loved one.
someone's lost one. And it's one of those things where now it's like, the only number I try to look at nowadays is recovered. Because we got to celebrate
a 75% recovery rate.
Yes.
My daughter, my oldest daughter, she has lost 4 friends to this coronavirus.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Terrible. That is terrible. Just give her our sympathy, dear.
Yeah, for real. A friend of mine, she lost her grandfather, but not to COVID-19, just of, old age. But because of COVID-19, only, I think, 7 people are allowed at the funeral, and she can't go. And, it's like one of those things where, it's affecting everybody at this point. And, she said this thing on Facebook, and it really struck a chord with me. And it's like, if you think, you're about to go outside, right? Hope it's worth it because she can't. And she's also an essential worker working, with the grocery stores and stuff. So not only that, she's working at schools. She hasn't even been able to sit down and process what has exactly happened because she's too busy. and I don't know. That's what's been pissing me off is it's,
You
know
know what?
you mentioned Bernadette
You
like
know
it's
what?
incompetence. I don't know if it's incompetence or just
No.
pure evil. That's what I'm thinking. Because everybody's still waiting for their check. That's supposed to be the end-all check that's going to take care of you.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about
right.
it. Checks in the mail, baby.
It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But
they're already talking about reloading the Small Business Association, which, don't get me wrong, small businesses need help. There are a lot of businesses that are going to suffer and
How
go out
many
of
have
business.
gotten anything?
That's not, not many. But, and you see, this works the same way student loans work. The government has X amount of money for student loans. Okay, they give that to the bank. And then the bank make you a loan for your education. And the bank gets to charge a fee and interest. And it's like a game. Why the bank? Bank of America, we're already bailing their ass out. And we're going to give them all this money so they can make loans, but they're going to make money on that interest. There is nothing that goes on in this whole damn thing
Bernadette back, please.
that
Just
rich people aren't going to make money on. And the stock market was back riding up again yesterday. I think it went down a little bit today. But that's, again, 90% of the stock market owned by 10%. Guess who's getting the money, baby? Because the money is flowing to corporations. That's why the market went back up. The deal's been struck. Money's being moved.
John,
Mm-hmm.
here's a theory of mine.
What?
That I believe that Corona Caligula waited for his response to this epidemic because they needed to put into place first all the ways they could possibly make
If
money.
you can
off
hear me,
this
I've got to go
shit.
in and out.
you got it.
Okay. Yes,
First,
they're going to make money every which way they can. And people like Kushner, that pasty little...
Damien from the Omen 3.
I swear, when you put Ivanka and him right next to each other, you swear it's the same person. It's just one of them's I don't know. They look the same.
Hey, Dad, let's get catched up really quick before we continue.
Oh, I'm sorry. John I. Fly just donated $2 through Super Chat. All my Blue Dot friends are the best friends. Love Yass. Love Yass. I love Yass. Is that what he said? John I. Fly, thank you very much. The Blue Dot family is the best friends to have, baby. We are all trying to ride this storm out together. And, we got Jen to help us along. Give us that calming voice, Jen.
Hello?
Hello.
Anyone there?
That's.
Anybody out there?
Is anyone out there? Yeah, that feels like what it is, I'll tell you. I have been getting tickled with some of the stuff I've seen online. Was that you laughing? I heard Lone Wolf, for you in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought you was in there. Lurking
Yes,
around.
I get.
How are you doing?
I'm still fat.
There you go. If you're still fat, you're still happy, so we're glad of that. And Jen, your life, everything going good? Relatively speaking.
No, they broke the water main in town, and we have no water all day.
Oh, Jesus.
When it rains, it pours, baby. It's
Yeah,
like when
well,
you're down,
I'd like-
they come along and kick your ass.
I'd like to
Yeah.
flush the toilet.
Yeah.
That's an important thing in a one-bedroom apartment.
It is. But don't forget, when they turn the water back on, you got to flush it 10 times, 5 times, 15, whatever it is Donnie said. Ain't it
Oh,
sad?
yeah,
Well,
that's
I
right.
hope they get that fixed soon. But
I
if
do
it-
too.
If it's a big water main, they usually get jump on that pretty quick. So there's probably a crew out there working right now.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yeah. Oh, can you? Good. See, our government at work.
It's funny.
You got to take the good when you can see it. Them guys are probably out there. The guy that's working that ditch.
We just, the reason why I laugh at that is Corpus Christi has the worst reputation for broken roads and bad water every 2 months. So it's like, the consistence of working, we just unfortunately live in a city where it's like I don't necessarily feel progression, so to speak. So, but that could be a personal bias. And it's not that I hate...
Mandates.
Yeah, well, it's like, don't get me wrong. It's not that I hate my city. I just wish we can actually compete with like a city like where Dennis lives.
You can see the potential that
No, you
Corpus
don't.
Christi has. Well, so much for that shit.
Yeah, for real.
no,
No,
you can
Dennis,
see
you
the
got a
potential.
bustling you know, I feel like you're
we think San Antonio has so much to offer. It's one of my favorite cities of the world.
same.
Yeah, I love to walk down the Riverwalk. It's just I just want to walk down the Riverwalk until I'm tired, and then sit down at a nice little restaurant with a table out by where everybody's strolling by, and it's just, you know, margaritas.
Don't get me wrong.
Fajitas.
It's nice. But
I'm a
it's
tourist.
mostly
Don't fuck this up
tourists.
for me, Dennis.
It's mostly tourists, and you live here for so long, all that stuff gets old after the first like couple years. You know what I mean? So
I can imagine.
it's like people that own pools.
Yeah.
Dennis,
The
when was
people that don't own a pool, they're like, "Oh, you have a swimming pool. Let's go swimming." And they're like, the people that own the pool are like, "Forget that crap. It's like,
No
1
shit.
day swimming, 3 days of cleaning."
No shit.
That's
no
a good
shit.
That's a good way to look at it.
It
I mean,
is.
you're not wrong, but when I look at it, it's not because see, I see the potential of our city.
Travis,
And like,
when was the last time you were at the beach?
No.
We don't go to the beach.
You don't go to the
Tourists go to the beach.
No. I would love to go to the beach, but we got one of the most ranked dirtiest beaches of all of America because of sewage, and I'm
Well,
not going in that
now-
fucking water.
Now, clarify that. You're talking about Corpus Christi Beach and not Padre Island. Padre
No,
Island
no.
faces the Gulf of Mexico's beautiful water.
Yeah, but Padre Island is not Corpus
The
Christi,
beach
Texas.
at North Beach or something in the bay.
Yeah.
No.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's not Corpus Christi.
Jen Morgan donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "Y'all do realize the only virus that is threatening us is the one called Trump." Words of wisdom from Jen Morgan.
Yep.
Thank you very much, baby. That is words of wisdom.
COVID 45.
COVID 45. That's what.
I agree.
That's what it is. He's more destructive than the virus, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the spike right now. We may have been a little bit more prepared. Not saying that we would have blocked it completely. No, we wouldn't have. It was coming here regardless. That's what he failed to realize.
No, John,
Huh.
check this out. Over the weekend, George Stephanopoulos, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
'cause
Georgia
it's
boy.
like,
I know who you're talking
Yes.
about.
ABC. He had on the acting Secretary of Defense,
Because you can't do that.
and he
kind of
asked
stuff.
him one question. The question that he asked was that did the Pentagon receive a not secret, but whatever the term
Memo?
is, memo about about COVID spreading in China in November,
Yes.
late November. Now, the answer that the man gave was, "Oh, I don't recall anything that
Of course
like
he doesn't.
that."
Have.
But it's not about the answer. It's about the question. It's about the question. And what he was specifically asking them was, did you know about this shit in November? See, China didn't make it public to the World Health Organization until December 31st. But if the Pentagon knew about it in November,
You know
that put, hold up, because that puts China knowing about it in November, and the whole 2 to 3 week where you're full of exposure and exposing everybody to this shit, that puts it back into October. And if Trump knew about this shit in fucking November, and you can't tell me he didn't read his daily
his
briefing.
daily briefing. He doesn't give a shit about the daily briefing
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, but
No.
we knew about it.
Yes.
And that's why the Army and the services were questioning them, and the intelligence were questioning them in January and in February, because they already knew about it. And they were wondering why these fuckers didn't put some kind of plan of action in place.
Because he was
Why?
riding, he was riding on a high of the market. The market was a rocket, baby. It was still going up.
and he didn't give a fuck
No,
about killing
he's making
tens
he's
of
making
thousands
money.
of people in this country.
It's not going to be him because he's president. He's got lots of people around him to protect him. He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh,
He doesn't give
the
a fuck. That's
best
the bottom line of
healthcare
all of that
in
shit.
the whole entire world.
He is
He's
incompetent.
got the best health care.
Hey, maybe we
And
ought
if
to
you want to
spread
know
that
what kind
shit
of
around.
health care he's got, Michelle Obama wrote a book about her experience in the White House, and she explained fully about the health care and the precautions that are taken for the President of the United States.
A step up from what we would normally get.
Oh, it's more than one step up. That's
mile
for sure.
high.
But we pay for it.
Yeah, we do. It's your tax dollars at work, baby. And he's going to rape this country for every dime he can get before he gets thrown out the
And
door.
the people who are out here on the front line, like the doctors and the nurses, thank you guys for putting your lives on the line.
Every day, baby.
Can't get personal protection equipment because
thank
this
them.
fucker wants to play ring around the rosy with the stock, the national stockpile.
Yep. Well, that's
Everything that he has done
better
leads
that.
to him saying, "I'm not responsible."
That's his key line,
why
baby.
this shit is
It's
left up to the
Obama's
fucking
fault. That's what it
governors
is. He left
around
empty
this,
shells. We didn't
around
have bullets.
this. So
One
he
of our
can't take
famous generals.
responsibility.
You know, it's bullshit. You know, every time he comes
Like
out.
firing the Navy,
Yeah.
the Navy captain
Yeah.
of a nuclear aircraft carrier.
Yeah, they don't.
This man is highly competent to run this thing, and you're going to get out here and fire him?
Yep, because Donnie got a hair.
I want
That's
these
it.
people gone, and I want every blue dot listening to my voice to take your ass to the polls.
There you
and
go.
Don't let
And
them stop you.
And let me tell you, I want to put out a big shout out to everybody in Wisconsin that I saw standing in line, trying to social distance as much, wearing masks and everything. These are people that were determined to vote. You think they're determined to vote for Trump? I don't freaking think so. It's disgusting that the state would allow that. That would put people in jeopardy to go vote, but bless their hearts, they did. And that's the people that recognize what is on the line here. You talk about
My
these
God,
assholes.
they're putting their lives on their line.
They are.
To
When we
vote
listen to
in
bullshit
this
from
country.
the what's his name here, the lieutenant governor of Texas, or Glenn Beck, or all these other assholes that were saying let the old people die. These are people, these are people that are putting their life on the line for our democracy just to get out and vote, regardless of the Republican Party doing everything they could to make it as difficult as they could. And that's the way they roll, baby. And while we're on the mention of thank yous, I want to thank people like Tammy Ames, who has just really been cranking out masks and sending them out.
Yes.
She got some more donations of material and stuff. So if you're on Facebook, look up Tammy Ames, contact her. She needs help with elastic, something else, elastic and button? No.
She needed material and elastic.
Material and elastic. Yeah. And she's got masks cooking out. We've got some. She sent one to my mailman. It's great, and she's not the only one doing it. There are a lot of people out there doing that in their communities,
I believe
stepping up and doing the right
Diana
thing.
Mallory is doing it.
Outstanding.
There's a lot of people that are out there.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to find somebody. It's really hard here where we live because you can't get anything.
You can't. There's several ways you can make one. One I really like. Let me get this right here. Karen Van Wyk donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "John, you cannot even spend your check on the boat since they shut them down. I guess you will have to pay bills instead." Baby, that's so sad. That Karen Van Wyk. Yes, that's where mine's going. It's going to go to pay the bills, baby, so I don't have to worry about it for a month, because it will, there'll be some I hope to be left over that, like make an extra good chip to the grocery store, or I ain't doing that. Make an extra nice list on my curbside service, which we get again today. We placed an order, I don't know.
It was
shorter
like
this
a week
time.
and a half.
Well, no, that was the first time. It took about 2 weeks.
Oh.
This time, I think it only took like 6 days or so. So we put the order in about 6 days ago. Today is the day that order will be picked up. And because
Oh, Wakanda
Sweet.
forever, my brother.
oh man, it's badass looking at that. I looked at that.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I said, oh, that's the one I want. That looks badass. And then I seen what else was in there, and I knew. I knew when I saw it which one was meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
And,
My son has a mask that's the Joker's smile that he's been wearing to work.
I
Nice.
seen one of them on Facebook. That's cool as shit. Scary
Now-
too.
Now, here's and I don't know how many people thought about this, but I thought about this. You could walk into a bank with a mask on now.
Says we're down.
Holy shit. My health times have changed.
Yeah, I think we're back. Yeah, no, it's weird because like going around, what was it, 2 weeks ago? We had to go to Walmart, not to socialize, of course, and it was weird seeing so many people walking around with bandanas on them. Like if I'd see that in any other day, that would scare the shit out of me.
Jane Wyman, you take care of yourself. Check your fever. Check your temperature all the time. She says she stayed at home from work today, not feeling good, a bit dizzy, no fever, nothing else. Hoping this passes. Yes, baby, keep your eye on that
Jan,
shit.
stay safe.
And stay safe,
Yep.
baby.
Which is the right
Stay
move
safe.
Yes.
for you and everybody else.
For you and
Yes.
everybody else. You know, when I went out today and I was wearing my Pittsburgh Steelers mask and gloves, because Travis was shoving gloves at me and said, Dad, you got to make sure to wear the gloves. Okay, I'll wear the gloves. What struck me was not only the amount of people running around with masks. I just noticed that there were fewer people running around without masks. And then I was thinking to myself, well, aren't you just a prick? This isn't about keeping you safe wearing a mask. It is about keeping everybody else in the community safe, in our society. Now when you're going to have these people that are like Trump. Bravado, I don't need no mask. I don't need no stinking mask. I'm a badass.
Oh, please don't let him put one on.
You know,
Please
yeah.
don't let him put one on.
Yeah. That's some people, though. It's not only him. His minions, so, it's stuff, people like that. Think they're badass, and it's just, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, but it just strikes me as to those who care about their society and those that care about themselves. And when you walk into a grocery store and you're not wearing a mask today, you're the one that people look at, not the ones wearing the mask. Now, that's normal. That's recommended. That's what we should do. The guy that walks in without the mask?
Has anybody paid attention that people in China, ever since SARS and all the rest of that, have been walking around with masks on their face since then? Has anybody been paying attention? If you think this shit is a fucking joke, you can spread it by
Yes.
just talking. You can spread it by just
And
breathing.
you don't have to know you have it
50% of the people in this country have this shit.
and don't know
You
they have
ready
it.
for the rest of them to get it? Yeah, and they don't know they
Yeah, so
have
if
it.
you're thinking, well, I don't have it, I don't feel anything, you don't know. You don't know it,
Be a
and you're
silent
taking,
carrier.
No.
yeah, you're
you don't.
taking the risk, not with you, but with us. That's who you're putting at risk. You're not
Here-
putting,
Here's the thing. It's like I've been out in town, I think maybe twice in the last 2 weeks. Had to go and get something, and because of that, there's that lingering thought of my mind. You won't know if you have this for another 2 fucking weeks if you got it. I can't even give. I give my dad a wave when I say goodnight now, and give mom a wave,
he does.
and and I know it sucks.
And we're a hugging, kissing kind of family.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And I'm
Give
not
a
taking
shit. He's
that.
26 years old. Oh, all right, okay, good night,
Yeah.
baby. Love you.
And
too.
but the
Travis?
thing is I'm just too fucking nervous to take that risk. God, if I
Yep.
gave it to anybody, I don't think I could live with myself, because that means at some point
And
I didn't
Travis,
do enough.
I'm
so
glad you're nervous that you don't want to take that risk. And I wish that there were 150 million other motherfuckers out here walking around with this shit that don't know it, that felt the same way.
Yeah.
I
Um,
wish.
I've got a message from Tammy. I got a message.
Oh, from
she
Tammy
just
Ames?
posted. Someone in here said having hard times getting masks. Hit my page or PM, and I'll get it out to you.
There's a flower in the YouTube chat that says, "Can you please post the address to the lady to donate fabric?"
Okay.
So she wants to donate to Tammy.
There you
she
go.
needs to know where to go
Tammy,
to get to Tammy.
Where's Tammy's?
She's only
She's
Tammy
Nana
Ames.
Lovely.
Yeah, Nana Lovely on
Nana
our
Lovely on our
Discord page, aka Tammy Ames on Facebook. I'm gonna copy and paste this into the YouTube chat to where everybody can get their spell.
AMES.
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah.
Tammy
TAMMY.
Yeah. And
little tiny thing.
And really quick, Dennis,
That's
you said you
Superwoman.
brought something up a second ago.
I was gonna say the same thing. Just
okay, gotcha.
Bernadette beat me to it.
Cool deal.
And I gotta say, I gotta go. Kudos back to Wisconsin. I give kudos to the governor of Wisconsin, because he's the one that Tony Evers was the one that was wanting to have everybody in the state go paper ballots, just to make sure people were not being ill.
Republicans
And
when Republicans are in office, people die. And the reason why is because they're loading these fucking courts up with Republican fucking judges that don't give a shit about your ass. Vote, people, whether it's Biden or the man in the fucking moon, unless you want this orange idiot to do it all over again next year.
And he will.
You know what we can do? I was just looking over there. We got a lot of T-shirts that were gifted to you throughout the years. What if we try to learn how to make some masks and start sending them out to Blue Dots who need it?
Out of the T-shirts?
Yeah, some of them.
I don't think those are the right material.
Well, but anything's better than nothing. That's what a lot of people are saying. You know, they won't be M95, but then again, a lot of people are walking around without M95 because they can't get M95.
If you can take a dinner napkin or a a neckerchief, one of them cowboy, red, white, blue, whatever them things is, or a dinner napkin, you can fold it in thirds lengthwise, and put rubber bands or hair wraps about a third of the way each down, and then fold the flaps in. And those little plastic things go around your ear, and it makes a really good mask. But a scarf by itself will work. Any covering that you put on is better than nothing. Go ahead.
On that one that you're describing, they also say to put packing tape on the outside.
Packing tape. There you go.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything that you can keep layering on and on and on. Yeah. Surely there's got to be a point.
Yeah,
where
by folding a dinner napkin or a handkerchief.
Can we duct tape like Trump's head?
That would be his mouth, his head,
so he
his
can breathe his own shit. There you go.
Just stick him in a dark room and tell him there's a black cat in there.
Oh, by the way, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Have I said fuck Trump
Did you say fuck Trump right here?
No, you haven't.
You haven't said that fuck Trump yet.
I didn't say fuck Trump
No,
today?
You didn't say fuck Trump yet.
Oh, you haven't.
No, Dennis beat you to it, though. But
I heard Dennis say it. I was just wondering.
Dennis said fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump today.
And now you said fuck Trump. But we don't want to ruin your record. So what were you going to say?
I was going to say fuck Trump.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Word of the day. Fuck Trump. Brought to you by the letters F and T. Anyway. Fuck Trump. Yeah, I used to worry about that.
I was going to say brought to you by the letter U.
Yeah, there you go. I used to worry about it when we first started this show about my language. But my language or anybody else's language is the least of anybody's concerns right now. If we cuss, if we say fuck Trump, it has become a metaphor for everything. For kids in cages, for Muslim bans, for his racist mouth. It's a combination of everything that just weighs on you from the beginning.
For the more than 18,000 fucking lies that he gets to spew every day, fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Anyway, Diana Mallory again
shit.
donated $2 through Super Chat and said, my chat is not showing up. My chat is not showing up on YouTube. That's not good.
You may want to. I don't know if you've tried it yet. And forgive me if this sounds like a trivial question. I just always have to go through the basics. Try refreshing your stream and see if that works. I did see we went out earlier, and I'm starting to wonder if that did anything. We're having a lot of weird problems tonight, people. I apologize.
Yeah,
I don't know how if some of them are.
One internet company, and we ain't got a choice on anything else. This is it.
Yeah, well, right now I'm having more hardware problems than anything because I still don't know why our credits ain't working. So, but
well, checks in the mail, and as soon as it comes, I'm gonna try to do something. Ease the load on that computer and.
Ease the load on the computer, not me. I get you, Dad.
I'm not worried about you. Shit, you eat every day.
Fair.
You got a house. You will be here tomorrow.
We're talking.
Go ahead, Belda. I'm sorry.
You were talking about going grocery shopping.
Yes.
Well, today I sat down in front of my computer and I started doing my grocery shopping from Walmart.
There you go.
And I'm just about ready to sign out. That everything that I had over on my list to get, blinked. There went the milk. Blink. There went the bread. Blink. There went the mushrooms. Blink. There went the beef. Blink. There went the. Everything went bye-bye. I went from $167 down to $87.
Boy, how to shit.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain to Dad because he hadn't done this before, and I already knew just.
I know about. They tell you that there should be a shortage or a substitution.
Yeah, but no, what I meant is it will take a little bit longer than what you would think. Because used to it'd be pretty instantaneous, but right now we're in kind of a crisis zone.
Yeah.
And
usually without a crisis, curbside would just be you put it in and come by tomorrow and pick it up. Sometimes even the same day. But now we're looking at several days, but it has shortened since the time of that we started this. And you have to think that, when we started this, which has been several weeks now, people went out and stocked up. Well, they ain't run out of them stocks yet, and everything's, still humming along. And so it cuts back on, you don't have to go buy any more spam. You're loaded up on spam.
What happens?
I'd like to say something right here. I do believe I called it when I told you that there's the last World War was going to be in the parking lot at Walmart over the last baloney, and damn it, there ain't no baloney in a 45.
You just had to bring up your baloney, didn't you? You just had to bring up your baloney.
Yeah, I ain't got none. That's what I'm talking about.
Is it time to fight yet, Long?
It's getting awful close. Somebody
still got ice cream,
ass whooping. That's all I gotta say. Stop hoarding the damn baloney.
Dennis wanted to know if you still got ice cream.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
Okay, that's why he ain't fighting yet.
He got his ice cream. Well, I did have to venture forth. Y'all don't laugh. I had to venture forth into the store today for a few things, and I had my mask and my gloves on and everything. So I went in there, got the dog food, got the cat food, because the cats, they eat too fucking much.
Damn it, John.
I'm telling you, man. There are more of them showing up, too. I'm telling you, man. It's just like cats. Jesus,
Dennis,
man. Go get a fucking
Dennis,
job.
here's what I'm going to
say.
As
my dad.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Well,
Dennis, here's the thing with Dad. He thinks I'm a hypochondriac and all this, and he knows how serious this is, but watch this. Hey, Dad, when you got home, did you shower?
Yeah.
No, you fucking did not. Don't you lie to me.
Yeah, I did.
No, you
ask
didn't.
Mama.
Yeah, ask Mama.
Not when I first got home, but ask Mama, did I take a shower?
What, yesterday doesn't count?
No, today.
Uh-huh.
You see that green towel hanging in that bathroom in there?
Uh-huh.
That's the one I dried off of.
Sure. Anyway.
I'm telling you, you want to smell my beard? Smell my beard. Go ahead. Go ahead, smell my beard.
I will never smell your beard.
Yes, I did. I did. You were gone down
But here's the thing. He always tries to make it out like, I'm just going to go check the mail. That doesn't require, it's like you got to lasso him down to the floor and tell him don't fucking go anywhere. Because anytime he needs to go do a chore, he'll think, oh shit, we need that. And go and get it. So, everybody, tell Dad to stay the fucking home. Sorry,
Dad,
I threw you on the bus.
No, John.
let me put this right in there because Candy 2 made a comment, and I want to put this out there. Candy 2 said Jan and Tanya dash hubby is using HEPA filters in ours. If you are putting, and I think that is what Tammy Ames is doing, you can find a HEPA filter in a furnace filter and a vacuum cleaner filter. There are a lot of places that you can put you can find that material.
Yep.
So you just
Good
cut
luck finding
that
it
out,
right now,
baby.
though.
Yeah, I would imagine they're going to get hit like everybody else because there's got words going around. Oh, a HEPA filter. That's right. High efficiency
99%
particulate air. Yeah.
Active
Yes.
instead of the 95.
So you're looking at a high quality. So you put that between the material of your mask, and hell, if you have to use staples or a needle and thread, type thing. I think
it's a good way to learn, or a good time to pick up sewing. That's for sure.
No shit.
I don't know how to sew. I'd like to learn.
Tammy Ames tells a story. She bought the sewing machine a few years ago with great ambitions to make that shit she was gonna make, and then it just went in the closet, sort of. And then, alas, when this hit, she pulled it out. And that was the first thing she started doing. And I know others are, but Tammy is the one.
Oh, I'm sure cosplayers have been on top of this from the very beginning. Oh, yeah. Guarantee it.
Have been making them and sending them out. And again, check with Tammy Ames on Facebook and contact her. And I know she's got a list, baby, of people that want them. But she's also taking donations of material and elastic.
I just saw a comment go by, and I got to call it out by JWB.
And she ain't asking for it, but she's paying the postage on that. So keep that in mind for her, too. Anyway.
JWB goes, I hate living in the middle of nowhere in Texas, but during a pandemic, it's not as bad as it could be. That is exactly how I've been feeling ever since this started.
Yeah.
Because honestly, again, when it comes to the self-isolation bit, nothing feels too different. So,
Bernadette says she needs refreshing.
Okay.
Yes.
Our county had its first case last night.
Last night, y'all just found out, and remind everybody where you are.
I'm in Houston County, Minnesota, which is across the river from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
There you go.
La Crosse County has not had any deaths. They've had 20-some, 30-some cases now.
Right.
And no deaths at all.
I think our county has 50.
50 cases and no deaths
yet.
From my knowledge.
So keep that in mind. As the numbers, we all remind. There's a 75% recovery rate. It looks like, at least. Don't quote me, but that still leaves the 25% that's not, and that's a big ass number, baby. And that's a lot of people.
And this is why Travis worries about everything.
That's right. Yeah. Donna,
well, Travis, I know your rose goes out every day, and thank her for being an essential. She does an amazing job.
Yeah, well, actually, she finally actually not too long ago she finally decided to stay home because
Rose.
Yeah. The reason being is because the cases started getting a little bit too much, and she started to worry about mom and dad's health because we all live here. And she said there was other people like who work there who work the same job she does that are single, that live alone. They can, it's not trying to prioritize people over her or anything, but it's more like, she did some talking around and said, could she in good conscience take some time off to just kind of isolate.
They did not fire her either.
No, of course not.
She is with their blessing. She's taking time off.
So yeah, but I mean, for a while there, she
worked there for a long time.
Yeah.
My son is considered an essential, and his job just recently took to the nationwide ban of you have to come in with masks and gloves on. They're only letting 5 people in the store at a time.
Yeah.
Everybody has to stay 6 feet away, and they're giving their employees a hazard pay bonus.
Good deal.
Because it is.
That's awesome.
Because it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's what they should do.
He works for an amazing company, and I'm glad he's got that job, although I wish that he could stay home every day.
Honestly, just having everybody at home is a peace of mind that
It is
at
a
this
peace of
moment,
mind.
I would not trade for anything in the world because since she's been home, it's we've had time to just not worry. I mean, we worry about everybody on the outside of this property. You know what I mean? Like our friends,
It
our
is a
family,
peace of mind.
but we know we're safe, and that's why that's why I get so worked up when any of us have to go out and make sure we take every precaution, not just for our safety, but everybody else's safety. Because again, I'm still waiting to know, am I in the clear for the next 2 weeks? And I hate being that paranoid, but I've always been. Dad can tell you, I've always been that worried, ever since I was younger. What are you getting distracted by?
Oh,
I tried earlier and that wasn't working.
It wasn't.
No, nope. But wait a minute, what time is it? I got 10 minutes before I have to take off and get ready. But we've been on for an hour and 5 minutes. I can leave, y'all. I can give Dad the mouse. He can run the show.
No, we can't.
Are you sure?
I mean, I would have faith in him.
I wouldn't, trust me.
John, tell everybody goodbye right now, and then if you can screw up and do that, no, you've saved your goodbye.
Okay, I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Don't forget I said this.
Okay.
There you go. So now if I burn the house down, it's okay.
Yeah, well, we still got 10 minutes before I take off, so... You said it was between 7:30 and 8?
Between 7:30 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got 10 more minutes
Oh, let's have another nice chuckle. If y'all remember the continuing story of John's eyesight, who went to HDB to pick up his order, and the young lady was kind enough to come out and say, "Oh, gee, sir, you're pretty stupid. It's Tuesday, but your order is to be picked up next Tuesday." That was the first time I tried this. Second time, all right, shit, it's only a few days. Huh? Look at her, Tuesday, April 7th, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Okay, I can make that. No problem. So Travis is going to pick up the order this evening at 7:30 p.m. because it wasn't a.m. when I got there this morning. So I got to get glasses.
Does HBE sell glasses?
Well, I got readers, but
just
they just don't work.
Hey,
and I don't
Travis,
think to put them
while
on
you're
when it's
out-
necessary.
Yes, Velda?
Buy him a fucking magnifying glass.
That's what I need, a fucking magnifying glass so I can hang it around my damn neck. So
we have one somewhere
it's
here.
pitiful.
I thought you had reading glasses that somewhat work.
Well, they somewhat work if I hold something with right here, which is basically without the glasses, I can do that. So I got the wrong glasses.
Between the difference of
it doesn't
AM,
sound like
PM,
it.
No, it's just small writing shit that is.
when this is all over,
Yeah.
me and Rose will even have to pitch in because I can't imagine.
That ain't that damn expensive. I just out of this new thing. If we can get a doctor open, I'll go get some glasses.
Get your ways and means taken care of through the VA and go down and get yourself a free pair of glasses.
Shit. I'd rather go down here and just get them at the VA. Is kind of hard for me to get to.
Hey, Travis.
Yes, sir.
Looks like Bill Joins has something to say.
Bill joins. Bill joins.
Where at? Oh, yeah. Hang on. I'll bring him in just a second if our call can handle it. Because I've been juggling internet here and watching the ticker go in and out.
Are we going out again? Somebody said a minute ago we lost it. Are you shitting me? And then there was quiet. So everybody's going.
We should say fuck Trump.
It's all Trump's fucking fault.
It is. So much of this. You know, I'm trying to make light because.
I'm gonna shoot it. Motherfucker. Where's my bologna at?
Where is your bologna, buddy?
Okay.
Keep your bologna where everybody can see it now. I mean.
That pisses me off.
If I could get it to you long without it being spoiled, I would send you some.
Nah, it's just the principle of it all. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Incoming super chat.
Board that shit. Just get
see.
just a pack of bologna.
Boy, howdy shit. It is. This is not going the way it should have gone. And we all know that. We all know that. Diana Mallory just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "It's okay, John. I can still write in caps, and I can see it all the way from over here." So, yes, thank you, Diana Mallory. I can see when it's all in caps. It's when the little letters come up there, and I got to go. What's that say? Yes, my eyes, my hair.
So just to let everybody know, when you do send in the Super Chat, that if you print in all caps, it's not going to be considered.
No, I won't think you're yelling.
At somebody.
You're doing me a favor when it's all in caps. You're doing me a favor.
So John can see what you've written.
There you go. There you go. Help a fellow out. Just type in caps. It's easier.
We'll get those glasses eventually.
Yeah, we'll get them eventually. It's just not a priority right now. I can see fine. I mean, the major things in life I can see.
When time comes, it needs to be a priority. Because
it could have been a priority today because I sucked on my golf game. So
we golf, everybody.
Yeah, we golf.
Dad's not going out playing golf.
No.
Have you ever played golf on?
Yes.
Have you?
Are you shitting me? I used to drag my dad's clubs all over the place.
Oh, well, wait, is that golfing or just caddying?
Oh, no, I played too.
Oh, okay.
I
was about to say.
Yeah, I haven't played in a long time on a course, but yeah, me and Mom will go play on the Wii.
Yeah, well, no, but that's what I was just saying, because it always seems like one of those sports that's so out of reach.
Today,
you know what I mean?
She won today, but I think she was cheating on us. I think that.
I call bullshit. Mom's just good.
Playing
you can't.
9 holes is fun.
Yeah, that's what we played, 9 holes. There's one on the
real golf.
Yeah. Well, this is Wii golf, and you just hold that little controller in your hand and
throw it at the TV screen.
Yeah, well, that's why they got that little strap there.
Yeah, thankfully it was never having to teach them to put that on. Even they knew.
And then we usually go from golf if we go into ping pong, and if we go into ping pong, okay, now you're talking serious competition, because I ain't bad at it, and she ain't bad at it, and neither one of us is giving up. We've had some long volleys go back and forth. Hey, you ought to trick it out anyway. If you got a Wii, that's what we do.
Honestly, and if you don't have a Wii and you do like the idea of Wii Sports, you can. Oh, that's one of the reasons why our computer's not doing too good.
What?
The power cable came off again.
Oh shit!
I think Well, no wonder. Yeah, no. Came off again.
I can't see it.
No, but you can go pick one up at a pawn shop pretty cheap nowadays. I've seen them as cheap as $20, $25. So.
Hey, when you get out again, go look in the at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. They've got a novelties aisle. Go pick yourself up some sticky back sticky tape, Velcro tape, and tape that son of a bitch so it won't slide out.
There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I need to do something because it's a little magnet that hooks up into the thing.
Yep.
There's just so many cables going off to this side of. Oh, both sides for that matter.
We got cables that go into feeders that have other cables. Adapters. So one turns into 3, and you got 3 of them, and then all of them are filled up with 3 other things, and do the math.
They used to call those electrical octopus.
I remember them as fire hazards. I think this one's okay, but nah.
We're fine.
That's why I don't like looking back at my TV. It's like, oh god damn it! One of these days I got to fix this. It's a fire hazard. Look at you getting distracted.
No, I got distracted because I was looking at Tammy Ames replying to Donna Sturdivant, who lives in Maryland.
Oh, there you go.
And telling Martha Olivera. And Tammy Ames told me the story before. Back in, I think it was November, when she went on a cruise, she came back and she was sick. And of all the things that we hear, the symptoms of coronavirus is COVID-19. And she went to the hospital. They tested her for flu. It was negative. Sent her back home. And she was telling me about how she, even it was cold outside, she was running outside gasping for air, like she couldn't breathe. And Tammy is thinking that maybe she could have possibly already survived coronavirus. And if so, what a blessing, but oh, Lord.
Well, we question it, too, because I hear this thing hits you very fast. And in early January, I got really bad, really fast. And that was the sickest I've ever been in my life. So, I have that running thought in the back of my head sometimes, like, did I already have this? Because, well, who was it the other day? They were talking that maybe the Super Bowl was a center of it being spread even further out, and it's already been making its course all this time. But, I mean, I don't know. That's all speculation, of course. Now,
it's not too far from speculation, especially if this shit was going around the world back in November.
right.
Yes, and it was.
There are a lot
It
of
was.
people in China who do business in America and all around the world. They didn't stop flying. In fact, airplanes are still flying.
Yes. They
Which
just don't have the
go on.
customers such much right now. Nobody wants to fly right now. Nobody wants to get in an
There
airplane.
is a woman in my town who has COVID-19. She was brought up in the local papers, but she wrote the local paper to let the community know. Got this shit back in early March, prior to this shutdown of our state. Okay,
Yeah.
she had gone to Chicago, went to a small wedding, and she caught it on the plane flight back. Okay, she wasn't feeling good, went straight home, self-quarantined, and that's where they've been ever since. She did go out one time, that was to the tested in the car, found out she has this shit. Her and her family are still under. Okay, I appreciate her letting the know that she's not running around in the stuck up on her property behind a locked gate, trying to keep people out as much as trying to keep herself and her family. That's right here.
They are working on a lot of things. I was just looking at some of the chat. Miss Linda says that Stanford is fast tracking an immunity test that should be available as soon as it's approved. There's John, please tell my Blue Dot family, do not hesitate to ask me for a mask. Donation is welcome, but not necessary. Tammy Ames put in all caps because I could read that.
You're a beautiful soul, Tammy.
She is. She is.
Thank you, Tammy.
She is.
She's one of those people we thank.
If you need a mask, contact Tammy Ames.
Goodness of her heart.
Yes, she's doing this out of her heart, and bless her heart for it.
All right, Dad, I got to take off, so am I handing you
All right.
flight control?
Let me see.
Okay.
All right, let me have the thing. All right.
Okay,
You
how
put
do you
that
want
there.
this? Okay.
Now, when this is over,
Yeah.
and then I can hit that red dot.
You hit the stop
Well, first
streaming.
I stop streaming.
Then you hit
Hit
that
the red dot there. I can hit the red dot there. I can hit the red dot there, and just leave that.
Yes. Yeah,
I got
have
this.
the mixer, by the way.
I ain't touching the fucking mixer.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If Dad starts doing all this stuff, I apologize,
We're
people,
gonna
because I'm not here to adjust the levels.
You were going to try and bring somebody in before you left?
Bill Jones?
Yeah, Dad can do that. Just use your best judgment. Yeah. Use your best judgment on how many people you want to bring in, because, again, right now our connection is kind of bad. So here you go. I am passing power to you through the mouse.
I have the power.
And to everybody else,
I
I will talk to you all
Drive
later.
safe and be later.
Yes.
Drive safe and be careful.
Be safe, my brother.
Of course, I will be safe, and
Put your
I
mask
will.
on.
Yeah. Oh, do you really think
Put
I'd
your
Black Panther mask
Black
on?
Panther mask
Panther.
on.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna,
That's a badass looking one,
yeah.
too.
Got my gloves, and I'm
You're going to have
showering
to
as soon
put
as
them
I
on
get
and
home.
show us later.
Yeah, for sure. No,
guys-
we were gonna do that earlier, but I completely forgot. But it's all.
I did when I started the show yesterday. I had my mask on, my sealer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yep. Well,
Get
see y'all later.
on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going, so I don't have to be out later than I have to.
All right.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to call me.
No. I won't.
Mom's phone's active, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure because I
God,
gotta
he
take your
sounds like a
phone.
worried parent over
He
the
is,
first time
I'm
of leaving a
telling you.
toddler.
Well, I've never
I
done
don't have
the.
to worry about a damn thing. He
Oh,
covers
my
every
goodness.
base before he goes out the door.
Well, to be fair, I'd never done the roadside thing, and I got to make sure I have Dad's phone to be able to do it.
Yep.
So
Don't worry, take my
I'm just
phone, I ain't
making
gonna
sure
need it.
that I have a phone to call them if I needed them. So, alrighty, I'll see y'all later.
All right, sweetie.
Bye,
Bye,
Travis.
hon.
Everybody said bye.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Love you too. I'll see you in a
What
little bit.
happens when this child has a child? Oh my goodness, he's
Oh,
gonna be
shit.
a
Are
hot
you
mess.
kidding me? Rotten is not the word, baby. I am so lucky. to have, because of the situation in 2001 when I retired, we moved into an RV and we were close for years. When you live in a 26-foot box, baby, everybody gets along, or if not, it's miserable. And we liked it. We enjoyed it. So we're those lucky people that, I got friends of mine, John, when are you going to throw your kids out your house? Never. He's, he lives over there in that building over there. Shit, he's not in my house. I'm happy as shit.
Right?
Why would I want my child to leave? I don't. This is a beautiful spot out here. It's a great place, and hell, he's welcome to stay here until.
You catch any of them scrimps
When I'm
that
gone,
are
this
floating
is
around
it.
in that river behind you yet?
I have not yet. I have not gotten back there yet. I really want to because the weather's really warming up. Me and Tyler did go out and worked in the yard today. Travis was working in his yard over there. That's what I mean. He lives on the property, but he's over there.
Damn flies are starting getting thick in here.
I got jalapenos though. I got jalapenos,
Yeah, right
and
on,
I got mystery peppers. I don't know it because the package said mixed peppers. There was a bunch of different kind of seeds. Salsa mix. That's what it said. Salsa mix.
There you go.
So
it'll be all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm waiting on my bell peppers. They haven't produced yet, but I'm waiting. Keeping my eye on all my shit.
Well, it's only April, and you got all summer to go.
Hey, the best thing in the garden, baby, it's like having a great big birthday cake, and you see it, and it's just like beautiful. That's the way my garden looks. Did you get that?
Right on. That's
all
cool.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's Blue Room busy today, Bill Jones said. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Because now he's got the damn computer. Oh, shit. Did I hit something? Wait a minute. Yeah. Bill Jones, are you here?
What the hell?
Here he is. There, I did it. See? I got this shit under control.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Bill. How are you doing?
Oh, having fun in the Blue Room. A lot of talk going on.
Oh, you want me to put you back up there? You and listen, your way of saying
No,
you don't want to talk to us?
I had a weird question. Did you guys talk about the hydrochloroquine? When Donnie was talking about it on TV for like 3 hours yesterday.
Yeah,
the company that he has stock in?
Yeah, well, come to find out today, New York Times ran an article. The reason why he's pushing it is, guess who the major stockholder is?
Let me guess.
Jared Kushner.
Is it Kushner?
I'm sitting there shaking my head going, oh, my God. No, Trump and Kushner are heavily invested in the company.
We didn't have to wait for the New York Times to tell us that. We knew the minute he started pushing it, you have a reason for this. And it is, again, money. It's money,
that
Bill.
Tells you where his that tells you where his interest lies.
Yes.
He just cares about his pocketbook. He don't give a shit about you and me.
And that's why he brought Jared Kushner in to save the day and get in there and be in charge of the pipeline of material, baby, because that's where the cash is.
When we were talking to the Blue Room, we were wondering if you were talking about it because it was like, good, that guy is just a crook, man.
It is. Dang. This is what's been going on. It happens so much with this family, and I've seen it with just about every disaster. There's some little thing that they've got going on that they're going to make some money off of this shit. Because if they're not making money, they're not interested.
Yeah. They did it with everything, whether it was the Puerto Rican hurricane or you name it. It's all about money.
Yes.
It's just disgusting.
That in his need to be worshipped. If you do not worship him, if you do not praise him, Puerto Rico, I'm sorry, you're not going to get your shit. California, damn, until you rake the forest, maybe we shouldn't get. It's that kind of shit. When he talks about that woman in Michigan, he's an asshole.
It's just disgusting, man.
It is.
John,
yes, dear.
It's not surprising that Jared Kushner and COVID Clivia would have their fingers in this pie. What's shocking is Dr. Fauci standing next to this man day in and day out and allowing this shit to come out of his fucking mouth, knowing that's what's shocking.
I heard a noise. Oh, shit.
I did too. Sounded like somebody's computer. Or
Yeah, sounded like I can't see the
or
screen over
something.
there unless it says, oh, you got 10
That's what's
seconds, Jim.
shocking.
Good luck. Something like
Well,
that.
it wasn't me.
I can't see what it
What's
said.
shocking is that a professional
Be
like
blinking red over there, and
Dr.
I wouldn't know
Fauci
shit.
would allow these people to continue to do this shit on a daily basis, knowing that it's all about the fucking money.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
Sad state of affairs.
I would have
is
more
indeed.
respect for that man if he resigned right
Can't
now
hear
on the
Bernadette.
I
fucking
wish.
spot.
I wish he would. I wish he would resign. It would be the best thing for this country. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's too vain for that. He is so wrapped
I'm
up
not
in
talking about
himself.
Trump. I'm talking about Fauci.
Oh, Fauci.
Oh,
I'm amazed
we
he's
can
still
fix
there.
Trump.
I'm
We'll
amazed.
fix
That's
Trump
what
in
I'm
November.
saying.
When you hear Fauci and Navarro arguing over this hydrochloroquine, that's what it is. And Navarro, good guy, you wrote a memo. Your boss didn't listen. Good, you wrote another memo. Your boss didn't listen. And now you're in the middle of this thing trying to promote his healing, his hydrochloroquine thing, because he's got a stock in it. What? You got one too? You're the trade
Of course
advisor.
he does.
Yes,
You're
he
talking
does.
about Navarro.
Yes, Navarro.
Yeah.
I got to think that
We're
he's got
talking
a
about
stock
Navarro.
in this
Of course
shit too.
He's got his finger in this fucking pie because that's how this little clique works. It only works for them. They don't
And I'm
give a fuck
afraid
about us.
that's the way it works in our Congress. And I can't hold that to just Republicans. There are Democrats and have been through history. That's how we got where we are. That we have allowed corporations so much power within our government. With Citizens United, it's an unlimited just tap of money. Money. And money runs the world, baby. All these senators and congressmen, they're all millionaires. Every one of them. There's not a poor congressman. Are you shitting me? It's like, I swear, there must be a checklist. Oh, okay, you get this stock, this stock, this stock, invest heavily in this. Oh, don't worry about your paycheck. You can use that for tips. It's that kind of feeling that I have that greases the wheels of our government, and those influences are what writes the laws. And the rules and regulations that this man has just run over, tore up, and tossed out the window is going to affect this country for a long time. There's going to be so much work to repair the damage that the Republicans have done to our nation in environmental reasons, in financial areas, in our healthcare system, in our businesses. This is going to, everything Trump touches dies. We're no different.
Amen.
The man got his hands on this country, and he's going to kill it. It's going to be after he's gone. When the bill comes due for everything he's done, the big $1.5 trillion tax cut all of a sudden looks like pennies to what they're doing right now. Because they got covered now. They can steal all they want. Everybody's busy worried about dying. It's sickening. Makes me want to light my pipe.
Light your pipe, John.
What's that?
Light your pipe.
That is. It's an excellent pipe too. It's I have a friend of mine that sent me just a wonderful blend. It's just really nice. It's got a nice scent.
That's cool.
Very aromatic.
Let's be a nice friend.
It's a wonderful friend. Not only that, she sends me candy.
Awesome.
The candy's great. Thank you, Bernadette.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I mean,
You're welcome.
not too many people are for such fanatics into fine Cavendish and yes. John did good today. John relaxed today. Had a nice relaxing afternoon, as a matter of fact. I was really into my gardening. I chilled today. As a matter of fact, I told Bernadette earlier on when I was messenger that I was just relaxed. I was chilling out in the garden. I was really trying to take my mind off of this shit, because the first thing I found out this morning was, oh my fucking God, are you shitting me? They wrote you a memo in January using the word pandemic, telling you this is going to be it, And then I read in the story, oh, that didn't work. So you wrote another one several weeks later in February, doing the same thing.
January 3rd was his first one. Yeah.
Jesus, are you shitting me? It makes you angry. It makes you want to scream and go, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sure being president is not an easy job. If you were being president, but he's not. He's being a grifter in chief. A money man just the way he's always been. He's a con artist with everything he ever had, from his freaking wine to his damn university to anything else he put his name on. He killed it. He took the money. He raped the companies he built. The only thing he has out there is his freaking name and a few properties. The rest of them are owned by somebody else, and they lease his name. They whatever they do that.
That's what he does.
John, I think I go in and out. Bring me back.
Out.
Okay, I'm going to take you out and bring you back in. Let me see if I can do this shit. Oh, wait. She did it herself. Look at that shit. And now I got to see if I can. Belda, are you there?
Yeah. I couldn't hear anybody.
There you go. See, I fix that shit. As long as it remains in that box, I think I can handle it. Goes over to other boxes, I'm fucked. I don't know what I'm doing. And as long as I don't see the screen, what over there is beeping. As long as y'all can hear me and I can hear y'all, we're good. Anyway, yes, we're being run by an idiot. His incompetence is going to kill Americans. That's the hard truth of this shit. The 2 months.
It's not going to. It's not going to.
It is.
They're already dying because of his lack of a plan for this shit. After being told, not once, not twice, but several times.
Several times. The intel community gave him a briefing on it in January. And again, the intel community, you'd have to know. Anybody, Lone Wolf knows. They knew long before that, baby.
About it in
They knew long before that.
They say the first briefing was in November.
Yes.
November was the first briefing, yes.
Yeah. But
I'm a retired intel guy. I know these things.
Yeah, there you go. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. Anybody that's been in the military at all, or just what and you don't know shit about what's really is. And a lot, but this whole thing, and I'm worried for my country. I'm worried for my fellow citizens who are dying and are going to continue to die because of his incompetence. He comes out every day in front of TV for some dog and pony show, trying to berate reporters or tell you some
it's his
bullshit.
New Klan rally.
Yes, it is.
That's all.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I hope the next week or two is going to be real rough, man.
Yes. At some point you would think, but these minions, you see, because they keep saying his poll numbers are high within the Republican Party. Isn't that a disgusting thought? And as an American, I take offense to that. His poll numbers are high in the Republican Party. Well, hasn't the Republican Party turned into a piece of shit? Anybody that had any honor at all left that party.
When COVID-19 starts to peak in these Republican states, and it is his party and his supporters that are fucking dying, and then they won't be able to bury their people for 10 days because they're sitting in some refrigerated truck off the coast of Alabama. We'll see about those numbers.
It is.
Since that's the only thing that seems to matter to this fucker.
That's the sound of anger. That's the sound of one of your fellow citizens being pissed off. We should all be pissed off.
This shit
Every one of us should have the right to scream that
shit. He's trying to kill us.
Yes. Yeah.
He is killing us.
Yeah, because
we don't give a fuck.
Because we're not a member of his fucking country club. We're not, we're the working class,
all those
baby.
People in New York that fucking died.
The funny thing is, this doesn't matter if you're the boss or the worker. Ask Boris Johnson.
It's a big club, and you and I ain't in it.
Yeah, we're not in that club.
I don't want to be in his fucked up club.
I don't
he
either.
Can take his club and stick it up his ass.
But he has to remember, if he thinks he's invincible, the people working in his kitchen, in his staff, at his glorious Mar-a-Lago, they're the peasant class too, baby. That's us. They might have it. Your ass is not invincible.
On that fucking plate of food.
He is
All
going.
they have to do is cough on his food and let him eat cake.
Let him eat cake. He's going, I believe, soon. I think he's headed off to either Mar-a-Lago. I think it's what I read somewhere. He's on the horizon. So let's watch, see if he does. What difference does it make? Maybe if he's out on the golf course, he's not doing any damage somewhere.
It makes a lot of difference, John, because we pay for that shit. And that money should be going to doctors and nurses so they can have the fucking PPE they need.
Amen.
Yep. Well, in a perfect world, that's where we would be. And that's where we come in. Everything we bitch about tonight, all of that is under our control. Every one of us needs to remind our friends every time. Yes, we're worried about our neighbors. Yes, we're worried about our nation. But the root cause is an evil, disgusting man who stood by and did nothing, who allowed this to spread through our country and did not prepare, did not order new supplies, did not work on a test. And when the test was done, didn't give a shit.
Ego.
And we are still behind. We are still behind. South Korea has now turned out to be the model country. Look at what they did over there. And we developed the test on the same day. Well, look what they've done with their country.
And they
look what
tested
we
everybody.
Did. Yes.
And
we're
we
still
oil executives and football players.
Yeah. People, well, those with, it's a different effort. We spoke on that before. It's a different life here. It's a different life in court. If you have wealthy, if you have
flat tire.
You have a flat tire.
Yeah.
Take the truck.
Okay.
Take the truck.
All right.
Just be careful. All right. We'll fix it later.
Yeah, be safe, Travis. Be safe, man.
Yeah, he's told him to take my truck. I guess his car got a flat. Well, that'll be a nice, cheerful thing to do in the morning. Fix the flat. Well, luckily, we know how to do that.
People, we got to change this country. We need to get the Republicans out of power.
We do.
Period.
You just got to vote, guys. Vote.
Yep. That's
And it is more important now to stay focused on that than anything else, because if we don't show up to vote, this shit will continue. And it could be your family member is the next one to die. And you won't be able to go into the hospital while they lay there by themselves trying to grasp air.
Excuse me. Hold on while I gasp for air. Damn.
Vote. Vote.
Amen.
That's all I can say.
Well,
it's more important now than ever. What they don't want to do, they're going to be forced to do. And that's socialism. Give everybody $1,200. That'll please them.
Well, let's remind everybody what $1,200 is. That's what your
minimum wage is. Federal
$7.50 an hour for 40 hours a week times 4 weeks. You come up with $1,200. That is what a normal person working for $7.50 an hour makes in a month.
That's what your rent, Republican government
bills,
thinks of you.
Groceries.
That you're worth only $1,200.
I've often said
only. Boeing got $17 billion. I'm sorry, that just came out of nowhere. $17 fucking billion for an aircraft maker.
Oh well, we got to keep the American. We got to save the airlines, and we would have saved the cruise companies. Except somebody figured out they're not flagged
Kill all
here.
the people, and who's gonna fly the fucking airplanes, and who's gonna be on them?
Yeah, it'll come back just under a different name. Daphne Batty donated $2 through Super Chat, baby. We appreciate it very much. Boy, howdy. Let me see. Is Tina in here?
She is.
How are you,
You
Tina?
got me. I'm doing fine,
I reached
John.
right
How
up
are
there
you?
and snatched you right out of there.
You did. You took me out
like
there. We were
it's
having
like one
a
of them claw
conversation
machines.
too.
It was one of like a claw machine. We just reach in there, grab somebody, and boom, there you are in the show. But I'm glad you're here.
Hey, Travis.
He's not here.
Hey, is Travis gone? He left? He did.
He did leave. Yeah, he just came back and told me they had a flat tire on the car, so they're going to take my truck and.
So you doing it? How you driving solo?
Yeah. Oh,
John.
Yes, sir. Dennis.
I'm proud of you.
You know those aircraft companies need that money since they've been in business since the Civil War.
Yeah, they could go out, and then what are we going to do? We'll have all them airplanes and nobody to fly them. Nobody that knows how to tell them where to go or repair them. Or all that just are you shitting me? That's what kills me about this is because they're already fucking talking about going back and dipping in another 350 trillion. Trillion fucking dollars to save the businesses. And again, I agree. We need to help the small business people out there. Small business being defined as 500 people or less as employees. So that's a pretty good size of business if you have 500 employees. But it's not a major corporation. But the major corporation is who's getting the money. The airlines, they made record profits last year. The oil company made record profits last year.
Hey, I got a proposition.
What?
I got a proposition. You know the 2 for Blue thing that you guys were doing that we kind of stopped doing now because we're all in COVID boredom? Everybody, when you get your fucking government check, why don't you take $2 and throw it to a red state, a blue dot in a red state that's running against Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Ron DeSantis down in Florida, or whoever that's in these red states. We need to support get the Senate out of there. Take $2, take $4, take $10. It's a government check. Give it to a blue dot.
We can't forget that we're in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of this crisis. We're still we still have a democratic society. We're still going to vote in November, come hell or high water. So we still have to be concerned about that. The reason we haven't been doing the 2 for Blue lately is just because we kind of feel a little strange asking you to donate to a political candidate right now. We were trying to find a pinpoint, someplace where we could all donate.
Just saying.
Yeah,
if you
and
got
Travis
an
is
extra
still
$200 out of that $1,200 that they're sending, send it to somebody who can make a difference. Lindsey Graham needs to go. Mitch Moscow McConnell
Susan
needs
Collins.
to
These are
go.
states that we can get. Lindsey Graham has got to go.
Sally.
Yeah, McSally down in Arizona got to go.
Needs to go.
Santos, although he's not up for it,
to go.
He's a governor now. But no, the Senate is where the crisis is. Donald Trump is, we all recognize as the mold, the virus, the scum that is just easing all over through. You talk about a swamp, baby. He's turned it into a maggot-infested swamp. It is the Senate. Mitch McConnell's book, The Long Game. That's Mitch McConnell. He doesn't give a fuck about your health. He doesn't give a fuck about your feelings or anything else. He started his bullshit under Obama, withholding judgeships, because the long game is if you control the courts, you control the public, and that's their long game. And they have been stacking the courts ever since this scumbucket came into office. And they had been holding back as many Obama nominations as they possibly could, the Republicans. You talk about somebody who plays partisan politics with this nation. They are hell-bent on turning us into a fascist nation, a nation run by corporations.
And Moscow Mitch that didn't even want to give you the $1,200.
No, they fought against that. Yes, Tina.
I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to add this. because I was talking in the room earlier, and I was talking about how I felt that Travis had mentioned the word evil, and I had immediately thought about the big picture on this, and I felt a real feeling that this insidiousness is in fact purposeful and an evil act by a number of people working towards the basically uncoming of the United States of America. And I really warn people to not give away their freedoms and not to give away their liberty, because that is what America is made of. And I hope everybody gets well, but we know everybody isn't. Hell, I might not either. But the fact is, people are dying every day, and this man has done act after act after act, which has been the worst case in every single scenario. Why would you provide PPE? I don't know. Why would you throw away the playbook that was given to you? It was the past administration. It goes on and on and on. There is no one that's stupid.
No. It's all by design. And as far as our liberty,
it's evil.
I can't remember exactly which one of our founding fathers. I think may have been Benjamin Franklin. I can't remember everything, but the saying that those who would give up liberty for their security deserve neither. You do not have to give up your liberty for your security. We should not. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. We don't need to give up our liberty to protect
ourselves. Now, that means vote. That means
exactly
even if you have to expose yourself to coronavirus, I'm sorry. Even if you have to expose that's the way you're going to have to stand up. The only way I'm going to be able to vote, baby, I'm
strapping on my mask, I'm putting on my gloves, my long sleeves. I'm going in there looking like, I don't know. You won't be able to tell because I'll be in disguise. And I'm going to vote. That's exactly. We can't do anything else.
So we're all.
But the Republican Party is going to do everything they can to prevent that, to block it, to try to pass some rules. Look what they did in Wisconsin. They're not worried about the people's health in this nation. They're worried that if people get out to vote, they lose, and they're right. They are right. If every American in this country was allowed to vote, there wouldn't be a Republican Party in there for
that ruling
decades.
Was because there's Republican judges on the fucking court.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, the long game. If they control the judges, they control the law, they control you.
We have got
That's
to
the way it goes.
Country back, people.
This is down to some serious shit.
Until we do.
That's right. We got this pandemic, this disease came into us right in the middle of the most passionate election season. This benefits Donnie Boy. He's loving this shit. Why would he want to?
Well, that's probably why he did it.
Exactly. It's good for his numbers. His ratings are going good. And oh my God, he's going to give you $1,200, and he's saving the businesses and everything, and hydrochloroquine, and he's God, and they do.
No,
But remember,
they will test you. They will test you. They will pay for the fucking test, but you better hope like hell you ain't got this shit, because the treatment they ain't paying for.
Yeah, there's. Oh, hi, baby.
You were talking about the small
That's
business.
My dog. Oh shit. She's looking for me.
John,
they ain't paying for the treatment, people.
What's that, Velda?
We're talking about the small business people. Well, my daughter works for a small business. The minimum employees is 3. I bet you money to a hole in a donut, they haven't gotten anything.
My truck. And I'm sorry, people.
What happened?
Something wrong with my truck.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah, something's wrong with my truck. Huh? They fixed it? My front tire.
Oh my God.
I'm going blind.
Is that the elusive Marsha Bredebo?
Yes, it was.
Ooh.
Honey, they heard you. They heard you.
Hey!
You got a beautiful voice.
Oh, she ran down the hall.
We
can
scared
tell
her.
Oh, she can't.
We scared her.
She can't hear you right now, but yes, that was the elusive Marsha. Yeah, she was letting me know they fixed it. There was evidently my front tire of my truck was down low. I guess I got 2 brand new tires on the back.
Oh, you know what's
Neither
coming
one of them
up?
is
The next big payday, don't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I got to get 2 more tires on the front of my truck. We've got 2.
You gotta get.
2 new
We
tires
gotta
on
bring the
back.
rear.
Yeah, we got to get the front end.
John, we gotta bring the rear to the front and put 2 new rear tires on our truck.
Oh, you did? Yeah, them
We're
things.
going to this month.
Yeah, those things aren't cheap anymore, especially for a truck. Yeah.
I use Tim-Ply. What do you use?
Shit. I can't
I'm a
remember what these
3/4
were.
ton.
You got a
Miss
3/4?
Velda?
Yeah, I got a half.
You know I love you, Miss Velda, right? Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome,
love
my
you.
dear.
What is
I
she
love
thanking
you, I
you
love you,
for?
I love
What you thanking
girl
her
stop.
for? Huh?
Girl stop.
things.
Girl things.
stop.
Oh, y'all
We got
talking
girl
girl
stop.
shit going on?
Yeah, we got it sometimes.
Well, I'm flabbergasted.
Grow a pair of pigtails.
I'm left out of the loop.
John, grow a pair of pigtails.
Sexism, I tell you. Somebody call me a lawyer.
A joke? Can I share a joke? Because Daphne Batty, she posted something.
What'd
Can
she
I
say?
share it?
You surely
She
indeed.
said she posted from somebody named Brunette Bohemian. Anyway, she said, "Hi, yes, it originated in China, but
that's right.
Don't be mean.
Now just think
Don't
of that.
be mean.
He let the G7 fall apart on the issue of calling it the China virus. That's how petty this man is. He won't want to work with world leaders until they agree to call it the China virus. Yeah.
Bring Bernadette back.
Oh, did she leave? I did not know.
Now she popped. She just bounced out.
She bounced out. I got to find her. Where'd she go?
Uh-oh.
I think I see her.
She is up there at the top.
There we go. Bernadette, you in here?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I don't know what
think I got
happened.
this.
I get bounced around the universe.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm used to it by now.
She's got bandages all over the road rash already, so that's good.
Sir John.
Yes,
I
Titty.
have one more thing. I have one more thing, and hopefully I'll be quiet.
No, that's
Just
all right,
bear with
baby.
me.
Go ahead.
So I'm watching somebody give some statistics, and it turns out that African Americans are a higher mortality rate with the COVID-19. And as soon as I saw that, I thought to myself in the back, I wonder how long it's going to take. And it didn't take very long before I started seeing things like, oh, it's because they're genetically inferior, blah, 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 blah.
The racists
And I
will
just
come
wanna-
crawling out of the woodwork with a story like that. They live for
But
that
I
shit.
think people should know. You realize that African Americans have suffered at the expense of the United States of America since
baby.
and before its
And
inception.
still do.
But not on, and continue to do. And if you could, and I probably could put a list together of just various ways in which that has happened and continues to happen.
That's right, Rick.
But the fact of the matter is that, and it was also brought out, health inequities in inner cities equal health inequities in rural environments, because poverty has the same outcome.
Yep.
Period.
Yes, it does.
This is about poverty. And until people realize that our most vulnerable population are those who are in poverty. And poverty,
that's us.
Yeah, you want to lump everybody because they're African American. Oh, they're blah blah. We have to rise above and start to think critically as a nation. and care for one another.
As a benevolent nation that is concerned about their citizens, all of them. There's
Every
the key
single
words.
one of them.
There's the key words the
equally.
Republicans don't like. All of them. Well,
yeah.
you know, them rich
Income
people, they
inequality.
pay all the taxes. They pay taxes on all that. No, they don't. No, they don't. They got tax loopholes, baby, for their asses. You ain't got no tax
Rich
loopholes.
get the tax blitz,
That's
and we
it.
get the shaft.
We get the shaft,
Yep.
baby. Yeah, if you're lucky,
And
we'll
by the
give
way,
you a
bring
tax credit
Bernadette
this year
back.
of $600. We'll give you an extra $600 to shut your mouth. That's what it is.
Don,
Well, yes, dear.
bring
Yep.
Bernadette's got
Is
more
she-
road rash. Bring her back.
What is she doing?
Oh, dang.
Is she just playing
She-
games with us or some shit?
No.
No, she got
What's the deal,
bounced.
Bernadette? You don't want to play with us no more? You keep running out of here every time.
Yes. Discord is
Bernadette.
being a biatch.
Yes,
And she's
that's
got-
exactly
she's-
what it is.
She's muted
Our-
right now, but
Our
she'll come
blue
back.
room, our blue room is full, baby. I want you to know there's so many up here in
Yeah.
the blue room. Ain't no telling. They're all talking smack about us. You know they are. You know they are. They're all in there.
I
talking
haven't
smack
touched
about
a
us.
thing.
Huh?
I just bounce from place to place.
I
and
noticed that,
listen,
baby.
I
You float
join.
around. You're a
That's all.
butterfly. You're a butterfly, Bernadette.
Float like a
Oh, she's-
butterfly, but
Sting
sting
like
Stings
a
like a
bee. That's
bee.
right, baby. That's what we have to do. It
Don't
is-
get it twisted.
Oh,
speaking of the
John,
blue room,
I've got.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I've got somebody over here that wrote in the blue from Discord. Their name is Apple, and
Apple.
goes to say, "I want to just say thank you guys. I love being around you all. I read the news and I can't believe the stupidity out there these days. Makes me hang
Amen.
my head and feel alone. Love it here. I know I'm not alone. November is so far away. We will make it will we make it that long? I'm surprised that Trump isn't trying to make his presidency a lifetime position like a king, not a president."
That's
Here,
exactly
here,
it.
Apple.
Apple, outstanding.
Here.
And we're glad you're there, baby. You're here. We're glad you're here with us. If you get on there, we'd be happy to have you. Anyway, we're this family grows all the time, and that's these live meetings, which we're fixing to have to wrap up here because oh Lord, I do want to go up and visit with the Blue Room for a little bit. These family meetings, they turn into conversations about anything that comes up. Somebody gets pissed, Bernadette gets on a rant, whatever it is, we can go to. It's what family does. If we were sitting around in a living room together, we'd all be shouting over each other, trying to get Uncle Harry to shut up and get that recipe from Aunt Marge over here or whatever. And your cousin's over there going, hey, you want to go outside for a little while? Get a little, and you're trying to make all that kind of shit. Our family is full, and we need to treat each other like family, cordially and everything. But we need your voice in this family. This family grows because it is inclusive of people that see the damage that this man is continuing to do to this country, and not only to our nation, but to the very soul of this nation. He has allowed vermin to come out of the woodwork, cockroaches and evil people to just rise up and be able to think they can show the world their ignorance. Well, we can't let that happen. I remind people that he's got a high poll numbers within the Republican Party, but the Republican Party has shrunk since this man came in. Only 29, could be 39, I can't remember.
I was just reading the reviews
That-
on that.
That identify as Republican. It's so he's got 90% of 30%. Whoopty shit. But it's where they are that counts. That's how come it's important that when we do go back to the 2 for Blue, that we try to help those senatorial races in red states that are trying to turn blue. Texas is one of them. Maine we can get. We have a shot at Colorado, at Arizona. We have a shot at a lot of states because of this man's ignorance. But
We have a shot at South Carolina and
Yes.
Kentucky.
Yes, and Kentucky.
John,
Yes.
John,
Yes, Tim.
And
I was
And
really,
North Carolina.
I really was following your 2 for Blue. I think you should. I mean, who should, but I think you should go back to it.
We will.
I think so
Please.
too.
We will, and we just wanted to give it a little break while everybody caught their breath during this time. But yes, we're going to go back to it. I'm not going to let that go because that's the big the big picture. How we're going to end up in this virus is going to be. Who gets it and who doesn't is a crapshoot right now. You do your best to lock down. Stay home, baby. There ain't no reason to go out. If you got everything you need, stay there. Don't kill
Even
each
if
other.
you don't have anything.
Yeah.
New York had 751 people die yesterday.
And more today, I'm sure. The video I saw today
That
of them loading.
People. Let's squash the curve.
People.
Yeah.
700 people. Let's just,
squash this shit.
Just conceptualize 700 dead bodies.
Visualize 1,000 because it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. They say it's going to double in the next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't reached the peak on this, but if we stay home, we can get past that peak.
That's what the
and the administration's response is criminal.
Yes, it
the
is.
administration's response is criminal.
He's got a lot of blood on his hands.
Mega Wet Willie donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "Here's a real leader," and it is it's a link and it says Irish Prime Minister dash Doctor dash. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check out that link. But if Mega Wet Willie says it, I believe it. Thank you, Mega Wet Willie. It must be the Irish Prime Minister. I don't know. Y'all got the mouse out there. Somebody tell me what's going on with the Irish Prime Minister. Boris Johnson is still not doing well. I'll check that story out, Mega Wet Willie. We appreciate it very much, buddy. Because I would like to find out if he's, especially if it's a leader doing something right. And because our nation is suffering from a fool. And it's enough to tax you every day. When you throw in his incompetence with the knowledge of he is actually worming ways to make money off of this, it's beyond disgust. It's just a vile hatred for his ass and what he's doing to this country. And I freely admit, yeah, I hate his ass. There's not many people I hate like I do him. And
but we can't give in to hate.
No, we got to keep fighting.
We can't.
This shit.
We really can't. We have to fight, but we can't hate, because if we hate, then it internalizes within us.
I know it. I fight every day. That's how come today was a good day when I worked out in the garden and everything I did today. It really helped to relax me because I am cognizant of the fact that I dig into this shit every day. I want to do a good rant. I want to be knowledgeable. When I come on the air here, I want to be informed about what's going on. And it's been over 3 years, and it has been taxing, not only to my mind and my soul, but my body itself.
Here.
You wanna know what the Irish Prime Minister is doing?
What? Please.
His name is Leo Varadkar.
Leo Varadkar.
Like that.
Okay.
The Irish Prime Minister has rejoined the country's medical register and will begin working shift one.
He's a doctor.
One shift a week as the country grapples with the growing COVID-19
That's what it was.
epidemic. He's a doctor. He's returning to medicine to go and help his people.
You mean the leader of the country?
We have an acting president who thinks he's a doctor in his own brain.
Huh.
Well, I wish our president would do what the prime minister is doing and go back to do. Oh, wait a minute. Fucking people over and stealing money. Oh, he's the same thing he's doing now. It's the same thing he was doing then. That's what this man does. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
There's another good one for you tonight.
What?
EO sets aside $1 billion in square equity for charity for the to support the relief efforts for
COVID-19.
the virus efforts.
Boy, howdy shit. You know what our president's doing? He's investing in hydrochloroquine. That's what our president is doing.
Asshole.
Yes, that's what he's doing. He's thinking about how much he can make.
Fuck Trump.
John.
Yes, Tina.
Okay, somebody online They wrote, Donald, where? This is rude, but bear with me. They ought to start the dead bodies amongst the doggone hallways of the Senate and in the White House.
Start lining them up on the National Mall. Put it in front of the White House.
Why don't we take all those refrigerator trucks down there, go
they are
park
talking
maybe
about
somebody will
them.
pay attention.
They are talking about burying people in parks, and then waiting till this is over so you could dig up your loved one and give them a proper funeral. They're going to have to do something with all these bodies because there's more coming. There's more coming.
Yeah, Trump had an epiphany because he saw dead bodies in the truck, and he was like, "Oh, do you remember that? You guys heard about that?"
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
so maybe something like that. I mean, he
needs a visual. What he needs is tar, feathers, a rail, people with torches all around him, running him out of town. His family should be disgraced. They're a bunch of scum-sucking money. They're parasites. That whole family, the Kushners, all of them, they're parasites on this nation. If you think they're not walking out of the door with every dime they can possibly get, think again, baby, because that's what it is. He knows he's not going to be president forever. He wants out, and he's going to get out, and he's going to get out with all his money. That's what he did to every business he ever did. Run it into the ground, steal it, and then let it go bankrupt. That's what he does.
After all, he had a casino, and he lost $1 billion. Who does that?
Who does that? With a casino, where the house always wins. Because it's not about that. It's about write-offs and how much money you can borrow against the building you just built and all the revenue that you got. Let me borrow the max out of it, default on the loan, walk away, and declare bankruptcy. That's what he does. If you're a contractor that helped build his building, sue me. I'm not paying you what we agreed to pay. I'm going to pay you 60% and take it or leave it. Take me to court. Just go ahead. He's got lawyers. He'll tie you up in court forever. That's the scumbag he is. And we knew that before he came in the door. He was a snake when we brought him in. He tells us that. Anyway, yeah.
That was sarcasm.
Yes, I know, dear.
Sarcasm.
It is indeed time. It's way. I enjoyed it. We went over a little extra time today. He said the names don't work, so I'm not going to mess with that because I don't want to hit that. And might screw something up he's working on. We will make sure that we put the line, oh shit. He didn't leave me with oh, it's not here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
The window that I have to close the show with is on the other side over there. And I can't see it.
Shit.
So while I'm here at this microphone, let me go ahead and, wait a minute. All right.
Oh,
hold on
shit.
Hold on. Let's see if this works. If not, I want to thank everybody for showing up here and having the discussions that we have here every night. It is a family affair. We can talk about anything, and that's the part that I enjoy. I love seeing the conversation that goes on. And I don't even see the comments go on. We might be going all the way. Nope, Gary Atkins just said, oh, shit. So, YouTube said. Anyway, thank you all for coming in. Reach out, make a friend in the room. Talk to somebody. The family grows every day, baby, and the bigger it gets, the more that people are, if you're in here, you're involved in this situation. We're going through some terrible things here, but we know we're keeping our eye on November, and we still have to do that. So keep that in mind. Everything is on the line. Now I'm going to have to get up. Y'all say goodnight, by the way. Bernadette.
Night, everyone.
And
Night, y'all.
I appreciate it.
Stay safe and sound. Stay safe and sound.
Yes, Dennis?
Hey, Benjamin Stroud's typing in Facebook. He has a fever, and he's checking out right now.
Benjamin Stroud, buddy. Are you shitting me? He's got a fever. Benjamin, take care of yourself, buddy. Keep us. We're going to be back here on Thursday Night Live again. If you're able to, come back in here, and we'll drag you in. Make sure you're okay. Take care of yourself. Take care of everybody. Stay home. Keep your social distance. If you go out, cover your mouth. Cover your hands. Wash your hands. Do all the things they're saying to do. Every member of this family is precious, baby. And we can't afford to lose your freaking vote. So just take care of your damn self.
Amen.
We need you here in November. So let's make sure all of us stay there. Make it there. Anyway, I'm rattling on now. I got to walk around to go end the show. I love y'all. And we'll see you again here on Tuesday. I'll be there tomorrow. It's Wednesday, hump day. Lone Wolf knows all about it, baby. We got the camel ready. Y'all take care. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.
Be safe. Stay the hell at home.
Bye, everybody.
It'll be a minute here before I get it off.
Yeah,
right.
everybody, just stay at home, and if you have to go out, wear gloves and a mask.
Be safe,
Come
sound.
Come
Love
home,
your
take
people.
a shower, and put your clothes in the laundry.
And
Yes,
eat what
that
you
too.
grow.
I'm wearing Kleenex.
Ben, be good. Be good. Be safe, Ben.
Yep.
Okay.
Are we done yet?
No. We don't look like it.
I think I found it. Y'all have a good night. We'll
Okay.
see y'all